March 2nd is Dr. Seuss's birthday, so I have written a poem in honor of this very special day. That Dr. Seuss, I do so love that Dr. Seuss. With green eggs and ham and a something named Sam. Horton, yes indeed, with a friend in need. I do so love that Dr. Seuss. March 1, March 2, happy birthday to you. For reading fun, Dr. Seuss is the one. I do so love that Dr. Seuss. That Dr. Seuss, that Dr. Seuss. I do so love that Dr. Seuss. Well, today we're going to celebrate by learning a little bit about two Dr. Seuss books that you may not know. The first one is The 500 Hats of Bartholomew Cubbins. And in this book, Bartholomew Cubbins is supposed to take his hat off when the king goes past. Well, he has no problem doing that. Off! He doffs his hat. Except when his hat comes off in his hand, there's another one on his head. And they stop, and they tell him he must take his hat off in honor of the king. And so he takes off his hat again and again and again, and each time there's another hat on his head. Well, he's taken up to the castle, and when no one can get that final hat off his head, they keep coming again and again. He's ordered to go down to the basement to the executioner and tell him to chop off his head. Well, that's terrible news for poor Bartholomew. So he goes down to the basement, and this is what Dr. Seuss tells us. The executioner was whistling and swinging his axe idly, because at the moment he had nothing to do. In spite of his business, he seemed a very pleasant man. The king says you must chop off my head, said Bartholomew. Oh, I'd hate to, said the executioner, looking at him with a friendly smile. You seem like a very nice boy. Well, the king says you have to, said Bartholomew. So please get it over with. All right, sighed the executioner. But first, you must take off your hat. Why? Asked Bartholomew. I don't know, said the executioner, but it is one of the rules. I can't execute anyone with a hat on. All right, said Bartholomew. You take it off for me. The executioner leaned over across the chopping block and flipped off Bartholomew's hat. What's this? He gasped, blinking through the holes in his mask as another hat sat on Bartholomew's head. He flipped this one off, then another, and another. The 500 Hats of Bartholomew Cubbins. Well, do you want to find out if they finally get all the hats off his head? You'll need to get the book and read it. Now, another one of my favorites is Horton Hatches an Egg. And in that book, Horton, who is an elephant, agrees to climb up on the nest of a lazy bird and sit on her poor little eggs so she can go take a vacation. Horton is the best friend anyone could ever have. And when that Maisie bird does not return, Horton stays doing her job. So Horton sat there day after day, and soon it was autumn. The leaves blew away. And then came the winter, the snow and the sleet, and icicles hung from his trunk and his feet. But Horton kept sitting and said with a sneeze, I'll stay on this egg, and I won't let it freeze. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful, 100%. Those are two of the reasons why I love that Dr. Seuss.